What's going on, guys? Midnight here. Welcome back to my Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. In the last episode, we had to sadly say goodbye to Cid, who gave his life to protect, well, kind of protect us against Typhon, which led to the ultimate showdown between Ifrit and Typhon. We also managed to gather Cid's Ramuh's abilities now, so we have got electricity. So I'm pretty excited to whip that out. We've got a new sort of home base now out in the middle of the water, so let's crack on.
Welcome back, Cid.
So thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the game as much as me. Feels weird people calling me Cid, but you know, eventually get used to it. I'm gonna quickly go check all these vendors.
Staying long this time?
See what we
Does that
can
one have blood on it?
buy and
Is
sell.
it business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still,
Like how she's only saying one line.
I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader now, Clive. Go on then.
Well, it's good to know that I've pretty much got like automatically charges magic spells. Okay. Increases limit break generation amount. 6% and taking damage. This is guild by 35%.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
To be honest with you, we don't. It instantly restores all HP.
It'd better all
20
be
grand? Oof. Wish I'd read the price before I bought
rubbing me
them.
blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Finished,
Robbing
are
me
ya?
blind, you are. So we're getting 25% more XP. We'll do that one. The ignition's actually really strong.
Have we any more
To get it off on that. We got
Into the
the
toll.
blacksmith.
Clive,
Hey,
things here ain't too bad.
suppose I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, furnace is alright and all. Next to all Cid's bellows. Gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work on it. Thanks for keeping me on. Need anything? You give us a shout.
You've forgotten already, because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the ass getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those who put us all hide out together. Still, that don't mean I intend on doing it again.
So, will it be?
11 bull. Oh, we got a new weapon.
Not bad.
We
If
gotta
I do
craft
say
it.
so myself.
Accessories are still pretty awful. feel like the crafting could have been so much better on this game, but it's super average. Clive's Chambers. Been actually decent in Clive's Chambers, or Wall of Memories? Oh. So, speak of all, shall we? See what mischief we can get up to. I'm guessing the next icon we fight is Titan, since he kind of like caused all this.
Ah, there you are, Clive.
Leaving
Word of
Sid.
your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
You got any hunts? Okay, Mr. Vogel. All in good time. I see.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Yeah. How did we get here? Where is here?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's Head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled.
Me.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves
He didn't really
even.
teach you anything, love.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying on this
The sword looks pretty cool.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Hippocrates.
That is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
I bet it's because yours is charge.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
That's BS. There's one in our hideout.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Oh, thank
Gav
you.
will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
I wouldn't have gone here already if I knew I was supposed to go here anyway.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
Oh shit, yeah,
What
the
it was
brand's
like
gone.
To be myself. And it's all
Oh,
thanks
I
to you,
only just
Talia.
noticed that.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the mail reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideout. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I see you're done to wear up on my return. Wow, they use such weird language.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
He wants to go get revenge.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give.
It's like Final Fantasy VII
In
music.
exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
That's Cid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
A moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Of course we were.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Go save Martha. Why is everybody important called Martha? Martha Kent. Bruce Wayne's mother was called Martha. No Martha on this. It's always Martha. Where is she? I don't understand why you just couldn't told me that.
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's
sugar.
Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Let us go. Oh, side quest. This actually looks pretty cool.
Finish with that, Log. Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't.
Alright, mate.
Bloody
Tell me what you need, where to get it, and I'll go get it.
A dozen runs left in him.
Get some ronsels for you.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way.
I mean, Shiva could
To
just
make
freeze all the
pitch,
water.
You need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail
Oh, we're gonna go
Falls
fight a curl?
cover themselves
Get
in
it.
sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Right, let's go kill a curl. Or get killed by one.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
It's pretty cool. Easy.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Right, back we go. That was easy. Hopefully he cheers up now.
Finish with that long back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
You're welcome, mate. Hawk and Ball. Leveled up. Alright, no more side quests, so on with the main story.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? One said you'd be coming.
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But,
Rescue
before you go,
mission.
one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone.
As if they want.
The orders
Sell
would have had to
me.
have come from higher up.
Oi, look sharp!
Hello, Toggle. He's a good boy.
If those horses touch
Look. Up ahead. Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
I haven't got time for that.
The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Anytime, Martha. We'll be back to check on you after we've dealt with the situation. Let's go.
Black Shield. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
What's his mother doing? The sooner we deal with her, the better. I see a body.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
You're like a boss. Oh shit. Killed everybody.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Two people.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Gonna need more than this, buddy.
For their crimes shall they be punished.
Nice armor, though.
Is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Easy. See? Told you.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Who's this guy?
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
Oh man, I'm Sid.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
He's dead.
He's gone.
Correction! They're all dead.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
At least we got Toggle with us. Oh, it's a monster eye. Hello. Oh, it's a hunt. Let's go.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. There's a floating eyeball.
You're not funny, Clive. A C rank 1 was quite strong, you know. Let's see what the B's and A's are like. I almost actually died there. Who knew? There we go. At least we beat it. Notorious monster slain.
You didn't see that coming.
Yeah. The eyeball. Well, I better not get attacked now. I didn't do that.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Thing though, if we took all the armor off them and the swords and stuff, we could have equipped that to the people of the town, or at least melted it down and made it into something useful for us.
Thank you, Founder.
Oh, now he wants to fucking insult me.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. There you go.
Might as well buy him while we can. Never know when we're going to get into another fight. It's Clive after all. Can't help himself.
No one survived then.
You did.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse-breakers.
White-winged wonder. Oh. We getting our chocobo? Please tell me we're getting a chocobo.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are.
Obviously.
Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
I've heard it all.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Why not? You never know,
Alright.
we might get a chocobo.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The
Nobody
rotten
says yonder.
scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, You'll know her when you see her, right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Well, on that bombshell, guys, we're going to end it there, and next episode we will go help the White-Winged Wonder herself. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and join me again next time for the next part of Final Fantasy XVI. Have a great day, and goodbye. Bye!